Hi there. Welcome back to another BobBlast. Hi, I'm Bob Burridge, and this one is the second installment of my window series. You saw me on the last one working on this particular painting and doing the collage work on it first. Now we let it dry. I'm ready to start painting. This is my table, all laid out with my colors. I have my acrylic paints. I have my large brushes. I have my acrylic inks. I also have my applicator. It's kind of like a marker that I can put my inks into this. It has a felt tip and I can draw on the painting, which is an acrylic paint, which is wonderful. So I can get a lot of line work, a lot of drawing done. And it's all acrylic, so it's all homogeneous. It all works together. It's the kind you have to shake up like that, okay? So I've done my paper, and my collage paper is already glued down. It's all dried. So today it's all about the color. And specifically, I'm going to be using my color wheel here. And the way that my Goof-Proof Color Wheel works, again, you know this stuff, is I only use 4 colors. And mostly I break it down this way. So the 4 colors, there's one color that's dominant. So I will call this my blue painting. Mostly dominant. So it's about 80% of the surface. The focal point is in one area, not 2 focal points. All right, that's why it's called focus, not foci. It's focus point, and it's one area that's about 10% of the footprint. Okay, so your eye goes right there. There's lots of things going on in the painting, but your eye is going to go to that focal point. All right, at least this is what works for me, all right? And the 2 remaining colors I call my spice colors. And it's about 5% of the footprint near the focal point, in case you missed the focal point. Those 2 little spice colors augment that area and really sparks it up a little bit. Gives it a little bit of a punch. And at least that's what works for me. So that's what I'm about to do on this bigger one. This is a 30-inch by 30-inch. You saw me on the last blast working on this. I'm excited about it. Let's get painting. So my color combination, dominant color is this blue-greenish color. There it is, big dollop of it right there. The focal point will be red. Look at all the different reds I have. It's nice to have a choice, right? My yellow, spice color. I have some yellow. I have a little bit of marigold in there just to give me some variations on the yellow. And the other spice color would be violet or purple. So I have a dark purple here. I had to add a little bit of white to it so I knew what color it really is. It's so rich and beautiful. And then this is ultramarine blue and the opera, and made my other kind of purple. So I have some choices there too. But look at all the choices of blues I have. I like choices at the beginning and starting loose. And big brushes, I have my big piles of white gesso. That is my white. Instead of using titanium, I use the white gesso. It's a Utrecht white gesso. It has so much titanium in it. And that's why I like to use this gesso. It's Utrecht's gesso, and it's very thick. And it's my favorite. It works so great. And it doesn't turn chalky. A lot of gessos, when they dry, they turn chalky. This one is still bright and clean. So there's my color wheel. I'm going to be using my table as my palette. I have my paper towels. And drawing first. This is, of course, my refillable marker with the inks. So it's wonderful, opaque. This is a white ink, acrylic paint. So I'm going to draw first. And here we get going. So there we go. Now this is going to be the figure. I want the head to be somewhere in here. So I'm going to draw it loose. Okay, that's the face. Maybe the hair coming down a little bit. Like that. Shoulders. I want the shoulders somewhere to be here and shoulder blade to be really here. It's a female, so the shoulders are going to be narrow. This I come down to here. Nice big dress flying down like that. And the hands would be coming straight down behind like that. And maybe this one right behind like that. So I don't want to draw the whole thing. I don't want to draw the whole thing. just to give myself some indication. And I really don't pay attention to the patterns underneath. That's going to happen automatically when I start putting the paint on it. Here we go, paint. So I'm going to get the dominant color back down in here again. Now this blue happens to be very opaque, so I'm going to use it lightly with a lot of water. I don't want to cover up everything. There we go. So here. And you notice I paint all over the place, all at the same time. Don't stay in one area too long. I don't want to completely cover up some of the collage work. I'm going to move my water closer now, so I don't have to stretch so far. And bring it down. Again, this is really an opaque paint, but if I water it down, it won't be so opaque. And what I like about this particular paint, very professional, is that when you water it way down, it doesn't break up into little blobs, right? So it still stays pretty consistent. So there we are, getting it back to the dominant color of blue. I think some of the other colors peek through too. That's what gives it its je ne sais quoi. Well, there's some excitement in here. I might add different kinds of blues down in here too, just to spark it up a little bit. Wow, I love that color. This is the other color. This is the Compost Blue number 2 from my color wheel. You can see it there. Oh, it's coming together. Pretty cool. I'm gonna spread some across in here. There's a lot of collage work. I even have cardboard up here. So I would say that's dominant blue right now. That was the whole idea. Get it back down to the dominant blue. Now, the focal point, I want it to be the dress. So I'm just gonna stick a lot of red up in here. Whew. Make this exciting. I use paper towels all the time. So if it's going to be about a window, I want the window light to be coming from over, maybe from over here. That's where we do, up in here. And I can't make decisions like that until after I see the whole thing working together. I don't like pre-decide on everything. This is called what I call painting. Now it's painting. I'm going to kick up the side of the dress a little bit. Paint is flying everywhere, doesn't it? I like that. But again, I don't want to completely cover up the patterns here. Let's get some hair. Here, we'll make the hair purple because it's fun. There we go. And that's the other spice color. So, lots of hair in here. Not too high of a forehead. Soften it up a little bit. And now our skin. Skin is mostly going to be white. With a little bit of color in there. Very little bit of color. It's on the yellow family, but it's really watered down. Cream, so let's get the face. And the shoulders. Yeah. Her arms are straight down. Give her a little bit of a shape. There we go. Keep it as loose as possible here. This is loose. Get back up into the red dress. Wow. There. Yeah, it's a large painting, so I'm not going to be able to get it all done in one blast here. But you can see how I approach all of this, working all over, all at the same time, constantly going back in and correcting and redrawing, always redrawing. I don't want to give her big shoulders. She's not a football player. There we go. Makes it more feminine here. Too wide. Too wide. Too wide. Bring it straight down. Yeah. More red over here. Yeah, I want. Now, light's coming across here. I talk to myself a lot. That's her skin, her neck, her shoulders. Straight across. I don't want to have her shoulders up in the air like that. There we go. A bit better. Now, background color. Now the background, I'm going to clean it up a little bit, so I'm going to definitely soften the background. With the gesso white, there's my dominant color. Really watered down. You see how nice it is to have a big table? That can work all over the place as opposed to those little white trays. Those little white trays will tighten you up so fast. Here we go. Now here comes some negative shade painting. Cleaning up the shape of her head a little bit. More negative shade painting. Oh, maybe something like this. Whoa. Some of the hair behind her. So there we go. Oh, much better. And there we go. Working over here too. The head's too big. I've made that decision already. The head's way too big. So I'm gonna come in. Another brush, dark violet. Yeah, much better. Strong neck. I like powerful ladies, so I'm making her strong. Here we go. I just keep painting until it starts to look good, right? Even with my fingers. And again, you should have paint everywhere, all over the place. I think her head's still too big. There we go. There we go. Oh, much better. Yeah. Much better. Put some face, some old personality in here. We'll work on that. I'm staying in one area too long. I don't like to do that, because you'll tickle it to death. So I'm going to keep working over here too. I'm going to simplify it over here. It's blue, but I want to tone down the blue, which means I'm going to add a little bit of red to this. Still keeps it blue. Oh, I wanted to neutralize this. Oh, much better. See, it was taking too much attention away from over here. So this is one of those things I wanted to clean that up a little bit. So the collage in here is meant to just pop up like this, as acting as little surprises. Darker. Darker. Keep the eye from going off the page here. I'm going to stop it. Her dress. Like that. keep it, again, keep your brush moving all over the place, all at the same time. And if you see something that bothers you, don't hesitate and analyze it, just do it. It's either going to be the right decision or the wrong decision. But just do it. Keep the energy going. Again, this is where you want to show people how exciting it is to be a painter. I don't like how big she is right here. I want to clean that up a little bit. See, I wouldn't be able to see that unless I did the whole painting. Now I'm starting to see more of that. More of this, more red, straight down. I want to do the straight down now, the red. There's some more red. I want this right down here like that. Oh, much better. Yeah. So it means I'm going to clean some of this up. Bring her arm down. I'm really correcting this a lot, as you can see. Again, I like to say anybody that doesn't change their mind doesn't have fun. Here we go. So I'm going to bring this straight down. Yeah, straight down like this. Bring her arm straight down. No, much better. Oh, much better. And there are shoulders. And here we go. Now I'm going to clean this area up a little bit. Neutralize this. Working over my entire palette. There we go. Oh yeah. See, she's a little more elegant. Shoulders. There we go. And remember, keep it dominant blue. I like where all this is going. Neutralize this a little bit so that the eye still goes. There's a lot of texture. I want the eye to really go into this area. Well, I'm going to let this settle down. I'm going to try to anyway, because I have to settle down. What's this funny looking dress in this area here? I don't know what it's doing. Let's bring it over here. We'll do a nice wide dress in here. There we go. Maybe something in here. Yeah. Don't make it perfect. There we go. And now I want this area to be really bright to show the light coming across here. Again, see how large my brush is? I like the shoulder. Nice. Give her more of a strap area. There we go, just like that. And I think her waist is too high. There we go. Well, I'll let this alone. I need to analyze it, settle down. I need to settle down. I need to look at it for a while, have it hanging on the wall. Remember, I don't make a decision the day I do a painting if it's done or not. I like to let it percolate on the wall a little bit. And that way when I look at it the next day, I'm fresher, it's all dried, and we'll see what needs to be done next. Again, this is part of the Lady with the Window Light, part of my series. I hope you're painting your window series and joining us for our digital gallery. This is so exciting. People are signing up from all over the world. So if you want to reach out and share your paintings with other artists all over the world, what a better way to do it through your paintings. Hey, thanks for watching, and I can't wait to see you on my next BobBlast. Take care and be safe.